All right, got a range day today. I got the 204 Ruger here. Um, I broke this thing in and just kind of talk about the break-in process a little bit. Actually, Eagle Eye Shooting had a really good video on the whole break-in process and what he does to break in a gun. There's a million ways to do it, and they all basically come down to the same thing. So my break-in process is a little bit different. I use one shot per cleaning until I see copper fouling kind of go away, and then I consider it broke in. So that's what's happened with this guy at this point. I did run my break-in process with hand loads using some benchmark, and the velocity numbers, I tracked the velocity numbers on it too. Velocity numbers coming out of this gun are pretty impressive. The range that happened with these during break-in was 3,600 to 4,100 feet per second out of these guys, 32 grain VMAX, which is what I'm running today. So we got 32 grain VMAX. I'm running H4895 today, which is really close to benchmark on the chart. So, and what I'm going to do today is finish fire forming the brass. And I'm just going to shoot 5-shot groups and then do some cleaning just to check, see how kind of fouled up this barrel gets. Let's talk about this brass a little bit. So I got Winchester brass, and I'm kind of regretting it a little bit. I was really surprised at the quality of the brass. Flash hole was terrible, and the primer pocket looks like it was overdriven. It was deep, curved at the back. I don't know if you guys have seen that before. Maybe I'll show you a picture of that or something. But I had a couple defects in the shoulder area where I had to basically just call those from my lot. So I'm a little disappointed in the Winchester brass, but it'll make me feel even less bad about dropping it in the snow and forgetting about it. So it is what it is. But I've got a target down there. I'm going to move the camera down. Just going to shoot these 5-shot groups, do some cleaning. I don't expect much for groups, but we'll see. Maybe we'll get lucky. Maybe we'll find something here. I will set up the chronograph also. So here we go. All right, while I got this thing soaking here, if anybody is interested in getting into the ultra small bores, right, 20 or 17 caliber, and you don't know, I'm here to tell you, the tools, attachments you need for your cleaning rod is critical, because your standard cleaning rod, 22 to 30 cal, is not going to work in this gun, right? And all the tools, jags, brushes, mops, all that stuff is going to be a 540 thread pitch. So I got a Tipton rod. I'm a big Tipton rod fan. I love those cleaning rods. I got some Bortec attachments here, and all this stuff is brass or copper free. So it makes it really nice, really clean job. But man, what a pain. This gun is the filthiest thing ever in terms of the break-in. Now, as it broke in, and that's one of the things with me anyways that I've noticed, is when a gun starts to break in, you see the cleanup kind of happen faster, right? The copper fouling's way less because you've worn down all those burrs and things, and all that's scrubbed out of there. And the cleanup too, like when I cleaned this guy up, first ran it down there with just some Hoppy's, powder solvent. It was literally like 2 wet patches, hit it with the bore brush, 2 dry patches, and then the third one came out completely clean. But I'll tell you, those first 2 dry patches I ran down there, it looked like you drug them through a coal mine. I mean, this barrel is filthy, but it cleans up nice, right? And of course I've got it soaking now, try to check this copper fouling situation, but first group's looking pretty good. I'm definitely happy with that. And that's the other thing I wanted to review I haven't talked about. This is just generic, once fired now. I mean, this is Fireform in this brass, 32 grain VMAX. Seating depth on it is 20 thou off a jam, right? So I went away from my Hornady overall length gauge and I went back to old school, kind of jam it up against the lands sort of thing. But that's all it is, and that's where that's where I used to start. That's where I'm gonna start with this gun, and just see what happens. So I haven't done anything with seating depth. It's gonna be a big learn on this thing. I got a ton of videos I got to do, and I have to hurry up and do them too, because September now, the middle of next month, predator season comes in, and this has got to be ready. There's a lot of attachments with this guy too. I'm going about predators this year completely different than I've ever done it before, so I'll share that with you guys too. But I'm gonna get this guy cleaned up and shoot the rest of these groups, and maybe do a little review at the end. So we'll see what we get. All right. All right, I'm gonna wrap it up right here. So for Fireform brass, or for Fireform and brass with a brand new gun here, none of this is bad. I mean, I honestly couldn't care less. 3 of these are excellent groups. This guy, I'm yanking these things. I need to maybe tune that trigger down a little bit. That's a little heavy for me, I guess, but I definitely yanked, these 2 guys right here. Still have about a 1/2 inch, group between those, couple there. But hey, I'm not unimpressed with this at all. I think this gun's going to be a nice little shooter. Now that I've got all this brass Fireform, I can size it down and start working up loads for real. Yeah, no complaints so far. We were right around 3650, 3700, 4150, 4200 out there. Pretty stinking hot, and that's another reason why I'm wondering if this guy's starting to spray a little bit. I can't, that barrel's pretty stinking hot. I cleaned 5 shots and cleaned, 5 shots and cleaned, 5 shots here and didn't do copper fouling, right? And then I shot 10 in a row here with nothing in between. So yeah, that's a smokehouse of a gun. I'm pretty happy with that thing. Anyways, stay tuned. I hope you enjoyed this. Sorry it's such a cheese ball video, but hey, I'll have more stuff coming. Thanks for watching.